The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Puleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. space studies, and square kilometer array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion square kilometer array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The fourth industrial revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or pharmaceutical studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, womanist, Busadi theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, Unisa is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. Unisa has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Whatever
The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor or Acting Vice Chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Let's pause for a while. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. That is wonderful. My name is Ramahwai Mahano, and I'm serving in the interim as Vice Principal, giving oversight on the portfolio of institutional development. But substantively, I am a professor of parasitology and the executive dean of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. My first task this evening is to welcome you all to this auspicious and grand occasion, the 30th Unisa Autumn Graduation Ceremony of the University of South Africa, and I'm doing so on behalf of the Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University, Professor Puleng Lenkabula, as well as the Chancellor of the University, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, and the Council of the University, which is ably led by Dr. Dan Musia. It is indeed with the greatest of pleasures that we welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Graduation is an important and defining event in the life of a graduate. It is typically an event that is saturated with excitement and a deep sense of accomplishment, particularly on the part of those who will be graduating. But then at the same time, it signals an onset of a new era in the lives of those who will be graduating. An era of new responsibility and accountability, because acquisition of knowledge is intimately accompanied by a demand for accountability and an extra responsibility that is placed on those who claim, by virtue of their qualifications, to be the possessors of knowledge. Now that you'll be graduating, you are literally defining yourself as a possessor of knowledge in your particular field. And because of that, people will want to know from you. They would want to get a particular level of service from you. But then we acknowledge that for you to reach this end, you were actually accompanied in your journey by many other people. Some of them we may not even have known them. they actually played a significant role in those secluded places where you needed support. And for this reason, it is important that we recognize and acknowledge them in this ceremony. And I'm certain that a lot of those people are seated amongst these people on my right-hand side. And it is our desire and prayer that somewhere within you should find means possible to extend your gratitude to them. We may not be prescriptive as how you're going to occasion it, but what we are saying to you is find something within your means as a way of extending gratitude to them. For it is these people who encouraged you when the going got tough, when the academics demanded their assignments in awkward times. When you were about to give up, some of them stepped in to echo words of encouragement. And that is why you are here. In my mother tongue, there is an adage that says, "Muntsamaisa bosigo ke moleboga bosele." In other words, those people who played a role, right, in those less conspicuous places, in those areas that were not noticed by other people, but they rendered help. When you get an opportunity to thank them, do it in a way that it looks like a public spectacle. They assisted you in those secluded places and moments, but when you thank them publicly, for you are acknowledging the kind of support and service that they would have rendered to you. In this ceremony, we have colleagues who are representing the management of the university who will be assisting me to officiate over the ceremony. And amongst these colleagues, we have Dr. Likubu. Dr. Likubu is the acting registrar giving oversight to governance in the university. And we also have Professor Mukhashwa, who is also the acting registrar giving oversight to student affairs and systems integration in the office of the registrar. Representing the different colleges of our university, from the College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have Dr. M.T. Masichaba, who is the acting executive dean of the college, and we have Professor N.H. Manchidi, who is the chair of the Department of Applied Management, and we also have Dr. N.J. Godi, who is the acting school director of the School of Economic and Financial Sciences. From the College of Education, we have Professor V.P. Masangu. Professor Masangu is the chair of the Department of Educational Leadership. And we also have Dr. Ramulumo, who is the chair of the Department of Science and Technology Education. From the College of Accounting Sciences, we have Mr. M.P. Mudise, who is a lecturer in management accounting. Of course, we do have in our midst a doctoral candidate, and the supervisor is Professor D. Fesser. This is the professor who supervised the doctoral candidate to completion, and we therefore want to acknowledge the presence of a professor in our midst. We appreciate the presence of members of staff who reserved time to ensure that they are part of this ceremony. These are members of staff who are part of the academic procession that we wanted to appreciate and acknowledge also. For this event to take place in a seamless manner as it is already unfolding, there are people who have been working in the background to ensure that everything is in place. And we want at this stage to express our deep sense of gratitude to these colleagues for the phenomenal work that they do in preparing for these ceremonies. As I've indicated, since the 10th of April, this one is the 30th ceremony. And by indication, we will be having these ceremonies up until the first week of June. So these colleagues are laboring intently to make sure that they deliver excellent ceremonies for you because you are special. And we appreciate them, colleagues from the graduation division, colleagues from the Department of Institutional Advancement, and these are colleagues who are responsible also for the multimedia platforms. As we continue with this ceremony, it is actually flighted on YouTube, so it can be accessed even from YouTube. And also colleagues from the Department of Facility Management. These are colleagues who, some of them are controlling the traffic and also are making sure that your presence in this campus is fully secured. And we truly appreciate them. And also colleagues from the Department of Human Resources, the Wellness Division, right? To host an event of this magnitude, you need to arrange alternative services in case something unintended unfolds. So there are paramedics who are waiting on guard for any unforeseen eventuality. And we appreciate that level of organization which seeks to make you enjoy this ceremony in the most hospitable manner that you can anticipate. Also, we appreciate Dr. Isabel van Rensbeck, the organist. She always makes sure that our ceremonies are saturated with melodious renditions. And we don't want to take light of the services that she is rendering to our university. In this event, the Chancellor's address will be delivered by Mr. M.P. Modise, who is a lecturer in the College of Accounting Sciences. Mr. Modise is a chartered accountant by profession and also a lecturer in the Department of Accounting Sciences, as I have indicated. And he actually acquired his qualifications at the University of Witwatersrand, and we are delighted to invite him to give the Chancellor's address this evening. But before I step off, there are 3 announcements that I want to make. And these announcements do not have to be compromised in any way. You can compromise any other thing but not these three announcements that I'm about to make. In the first instance, your cell phone throughout the entire ceremony must be on silent mode. Right? It is explicit. There is no ambiguity about that announcement. It is clear, it is explicit. But if technology is above you, you can ask somebody who's next to you to assist you now to put it on silent mode. And beyond this moment, we don't have to hear any sound of a cell phone. I'm pausing deliberately to allow you to do that. Put it on silent. Right. The second announcement is that a graduation ceremony is a celebration. It is a celebration. And we want to maintain that mood, the celebratory mood. And in that regard, we are saying to you, in the African context, when we celebrate, we ululate, we dance, we sound our recitals, our praises. That's the African context of celebrating. So we are saying to you that ululate if you are so inclined. Dance if you are so inclined. Sound your recital, your praise if you are so inclined. However, and this is important, do everything in moderation. In this ceremony, there are 311 students, rather graduates, who will be receiving their diplomas and certificates. Now, each of the 311 candidates has to have his or her name being pronounced without interference. Now, don't make your praise to be dominant or a bully of other praises. Do your praise in moderation. And once your daughter, your cousin, right, has been pronounced, just limit yourself so that the next candidate can be announced without interference. That announcement is not going to be compromised. The third announcement, which is the last announcement before I step off the podium, is meant for you, the graduates. Once you have traversed the stage, please walk swiftly as you will be directed and return to your seat. Do not go home. You would have received your certificate in front of a full audience. Now, when you leave, you are compromising other students who also deserve to receive their certificates in front of a full audience. That announcement must also not be compromised. Let me invite you to sit back and to relax and enjoy the proceedings. Over to Mr. Mudise.
Dumelang, Sanibonani, Molweni, Dumelang, Lotani, Sawubona, Dimatekwane, Reperile, Goeienaand, good evening. Greetings to the acting Vice Chancellor, the academic college leaders, the management of the university, the parents, families, partners, spouses, and most importantly, special greetings to the graduates. As my name has been outlined, my name is Mochekwani Mudise. First and foremost, allow me to congratulate the graduates. Le thotse kobo ya thuto. You have obtained that education robe which you so deserve. This is your mama, I made it moment. Embrace it, own it. Take a moment to pause and reflect on the journey, thinking of all those who supported you, your lecturers, families, friends, colleagues, fellow students, sponsors, and everyone. Also thank God who has opened this opportunity for you to study, who covered you throughout your studies, and who also made it possible for you to complete. Now you are part of a great community of Unisa alumni across the globe. Keep making us proud and continue to seek to acquire more knowledge and to contribute to knowledge like our doctor here. Like a couple that is getting married, this is like your wedding day. Your beautiful marriage life is ahead of you, being your career upward trajectory. However, it is your responsibility to work on what your education can do for you. Just like marriage, it's not just about looking back at one of the days which was your wedding day and allow your marriage to fall apart. So it is up to you to make it work and to make it work for you. Having said this, please note that UNISA's doors are wide open to enroll you for further studies, as we really want you to continue in the journey of acquiring knowledge. As a graduate, we encourage you to give back to the institution by applying for marking and tutoring posts when they are advertised. Also encourage you to give back to the communities around you, to give back to this beautiful country, South Africa, and this great continent, Mother Africa, and also to play meaningful roles in the global stages. There is no doubt in my mind that all of you can play that role in the global stage. But this requires you to be radically intentional about making a difference in the world around you. As you start your new journey, as Lao Tzu once said, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So one step at a time. And this is but one of the many you have already accomplished. All dreams are within reach. All you have to do is keep moving towards them. And that was by Viola Davis. As you prepare to come back to UNISA, as I've invited you already, this is not a marketing strategy, but just to feel the interest to be more educated. At the very least, even if you don't do this with us, but keep learning. As Abu Bakr said, without knowledge, action is useless. And knowledge without action is futile. And Albert Einstein encapsulates education as he says that education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. He doesn't suggest we should forget what we learned in school, or that's what happens. But then let's see how Malcolm supported that statement. He says that education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open mind. And then Albert Einstein comes back and says, education is not the learning of facts, but it is a training of mind to think. So basically here, as much as you may forget what is 1 + 1 from your memory, that's just remembering, even if you forget that, you should have learned the skill of adding. So even if you do forget what is 1 + 1 by remembering it, then the skill acquired being education, you should be able to add 1 + 1, and from there also the same is true with other principles in maths and in any other spheres for that matter. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what we need to solve the problems we are facing in the world. People who are able to think. We need thinkers, we need ethical thinkers, and we need people who execute. In my conclusion, as you go out there and make us proud, what lies behind you and also what lies ahead is pale in comparison to what lies inside of you. So you do have the potential. That is by Ralph. Once again, allow me to congratulate you. Go and decorate your social media with this spectacular day, which represents your accomplishment. With that, I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Ntate Modise a firm round of applause. Many thanks, Ntate Modise, for the words of encouragement, and I found your notion of ethical thinking to be quite insightful. And I want to believe that the graduates have actually understood exactly what you are imploring them to do. Ladies and gentlemen, by virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Natalia Veilbach for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor D. Fesser, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis, entitled A Framework to Develop Support Strategies for SMMEs in the Northern Cape Province, South Africa, Natalia investigated support strategies for small, medium, and micro enterprises and factors impeding their long-term sustainability. Employing a pragmatic and convergent parallel mixed method approach, she synthesized data from SMMEs and support agencies in the Northern Cape. She delineated support strategies and developed a framework to strengthen the sustainability of SMMEs. The framework represents a transformative approach towards the self-sufficiency of SMMEs. It offers implementation suggestions for SMMEs, private and governmental support entities, and policymakers to incorporate into their current objectives and support strategies.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Natalia Veilbach the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Natalia Veilbach. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Siyabonga Masina. Pendula Mngeni. Kolani Benjamin Mufokeng. Cynthia Tachiwona Mpofu. Ntabiseng Mtimkhulu. Mtabisi Msendame. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Administration Honours. C.D. Boroko. Linenda Chantel Hedgar. Lebogang Sebulelo Khosana. Onika Matshwenyego Legwabe. Mpho Monica Letwane. Ditetsweng Sarah Maganu Neo. Nomhlekabo Xoshile Mahlomoza. Magatwani Godfrey Makadikwa. Lechuba Makama. Mojalefa Benjamin Mahabu. Nicoline Koketso Malimela. Kuthatso Mangwe. Paulina Kabelo Maponya. Veli Raisibe Maribe. Kulani Arnold Mashimbi. Mikateko Ethevia Mboweni. Risuna Whitney Mdungaze. Ketugutula Dokas Mhlanga. Nolundi Mjiwu. Abraham Mguni. Naomi Gladys Mohanedi. Refilwe Murotolo. Tiko Kulie Muswazi. Ipileng Mutibi. Mutlowa Benin Tlapo. Vuiswa Pompi. Ndibuo Aniki Ramakwela. Thomas Stefo Seabi. Masego Sekgweleya. Lesego Elsha Seoke. Tembeka Skomere. Sandra Solwandle. Mishka Faniel.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a degree of Bachelor of Education. Babe Babalelo. Mameshwane Lebogang Bapila. Anelda Bibi. Zoliswa Biane. Peti Morongwe Bushielo. Nombulelo Queen Dada. Pelogazi Christonia Dada. Mr. Vice Chancellor, Khonsi Dicheho obtains a degree with distinction. Balanganani Esther Tongola, Skhulile Noxolo Dube, Appreciate Gumede, Nyanzira Hakizimana, Leti Kabo Hat, Mr. Vice Chancellor, Elmari Human obtains the degree with distinction. Ivan Irakoze, Rosalind Hazel Jacobs received the degree with distinction. Lihlohonolo Jase. Michaela Andrea Johnston obtains the degree with distinction. Tumisile Kavini, Natasha Samantha Kallis. Josiah Kekana obtains the degree with distinction. Florence Dikeledi Kanya, Shalelani Tora Khosa, Miriam Lungiswa Khosa, Kanyisile Faith Khoza, Londega Kumalo, Pumzile Vivian Kuzwayo, Felicia Kilebohile Kola, Kiandra Kesikroch obtains the degree with distinction. Tandi Cynthia Gupega, Alicia Arina Lee obtains the degree with distinction. Thank you. Lisihu Rachel Likwakwe, Charlene Koketso Liope, Tabiseng Lishabane, Boitumelo Ditlhari Muratwane Litibele, Ntibaleng Stefina Litswalo obtains the degree with distinction. Magdalene Nomabulo Lisiho Lungile, Tiiso Vincent Mabasa, Euphemia Kabisile Mapena,
Pinky Jane Mapena, Zintle Mabophe, Twaina Maburuse, Tando Penelope Mabuza, Alice Simon Makebele, Matule Tsekofatso Machacha, Kabelo Posha Machete, Mukhadi Penesia Madike, Tapelo Johanna Maisela, Makopa Lina Mahoro, Kineiwe Colin Mahlatsi, Khatliso Mailula, Daphne Makhale, Tayeto Makwale, Agnes Makubela, Shengiwe Priti Makubela received the degree with distinction. Tondani Makumbe, Takalani Daisy Mampohoro, Tutu Sophie Mampuru, Muriel Mutsidisi Manaiwa, Masidiso Joyce Mangena, Kumo Viona Marwane obtains the degree with distinction. Litabo Masalisa, Murungwa Ethel Masaola, Kidiboni Masasane obtains the degree with distinction. Christina Masinyane Mashapu, Lisbeth Sbongile Mashiku, Spiwe Cynthia Masondo, Nogwanda Matabela, Ranale Cedric Matlala, Pindile Mawelele, Sina Kombobo, Kuku Lina Mbonani, Matt McGregor. Thanks. Kondile Winnie Mtaka. Olisile Fortunate Mdluli. Valencia Esther Menyelwa. Penny Mhlanga. Sinothando Mkwayimba. Buitumelo Lorraine Mako. Muso Efenia Makula. Nonhlanhla Tanya Mnguni. Lithabo Mnisi. Karabo Moagi. Angelina Dikeledi Mofokeng. Basitsana Mpateleng Mugagabe. Arifa Mohammed obtains the degree with distinction. Malin Mushoding. Matsatsi Priscilla Mohobene. Ntabiseng Teliwe Mukwena. Rebecca Sana Mukwena. Rakhosibo Jacobeth Mulapo. Qetelo Meisi Muloi. Tlulugelo Monchana. Silaelo Judith Moremi. Tebogo Muratshehla. Khomotso Mushokwa. Kitumetsi Aleta Muhlasedi. Priti Pakisho Mowa. Surprise Matume Mpaketsane. Puti Success Mperwane obtains the degree with distinction. Sweetness Olile Msibi. Nondumiso Mtabela. Smangele Thandazile Mthembu. Zamantuli Elizabeth Mthembu. Thobowani Lucy Mulaudzi degree obtained with distinction. Patuchedzo Mulobedzi. Hashil Musami. Lirato Constance Mutle. Sikhululwe Lianda Ndlovu. Leta Mosima Ngako. Thandiswa Ngaimbana. Kamogelo Ngome. Nonzukiso Christina Ngunda. Ngunda. Ngunga. Neli Ngumisa Ntuli. Amina Peggy Ngodo. Jacqueline Fihliwe Nyembe. Jax Oosthuizen. Nina Naledi Payton, degree obtained with distinction. Lena Liza Rakobila. Agreement Ramala. Betty Ramulesane. Manana Pel Sifafe. Uneilwe Nuku Naomi Sifanyetso. Matapelo Gladys Silwane. Loang Signolo. Lebogang Sipota. Dikeledi Agnes Sitati. Sinethemba Sibia. Tsakani Sibia. Fortunate Silindile Maseko. Khululiwe Zagiti Sikhakhane. Jensen Tumelo Skosana. Matapelo Beauty Sithole. Phumzile Winnie Sithole. Busisiwe Winifred Skenjana. Nombulelo Skondo. Simone Sneyman degree obtained with distinction. Emily Rose Stone. Thelma Raditlodi Tefu. Makwena Lirato Tamaha. Kanyisile Glen Rose Chabalala. Katelaine van Eden. Temily van Rensbeck. Liz Marie van Rooyen, degree obtained with distinction. Diana van Zyl, degree obtained with distinction. Odette Weinhardt. Clara Zita. Makhosazana Kosi Zwane. Refilwe Maria Bunoko. Kyla Margaret Tierling. Kali Joubert. Lebohang Joy Kumalo. Annelise Koff. Luzanne Low, degree obtained with distinction. Caitlin Chantel Lubisi. Lirato Pauline Mabunda. Litlokhonolo Mashigo. Nadia Nahel. Busisiwe Ndaba. Portia Ndlovu. Amanda Matsepo Sindiswa Ndwandwe. Nkensani Plantina Ngobeni. Thokozile Filda Sianejo. Chulufelo Louisa Sibati. Nadia Smith. Megan Gabrielle Stewart. Nadine Tashla. Luzanne Bianca van Graan. Prinet Yakambaram. Is that correct? Christina Kaugelo Maluma. Mwakwana Akraneth Mulapo. Elsie Petronella Elizabeth Nietleng. Jonathan Mahlangu. Claudine Tessa Peterson. Bianca Felyun, degree obtained with distinction. Ayanda Zandile Ngubane.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Tembisile Promise Kumalo. Francina Lishavana. Thelma Murungweni. Patricia Zandile Sono. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Zandile Suzanne Mahlangu. Masilayelo Pinky Mukala. Andres Tabiso Mulopo. Ulisani Rampau. Check the cam. Julian Seveni. 16. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Anishri Chadayan. Lovi Koikoi. Kiamukhetsi Natasha Lugwatling. Gloria Lerato Liputing. Let's check the cam. Christabel Tendai Magaya. Riranzu Tsakani Mkabele. Seipati Lydia Muchi. There you go. Khwadi Eric Mukwena. Litancha Peggy Mukoka. There you go. Tumisang Charlotte Mutsipe. Moholo Andres Taupani. Lachishia Sodwa Pagati. Raguntani Sara Paladi.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate received the degree of Bachelor of Accounting Sciences. Wilton Barney Welbach obtained his degree with, no, sorry, I'm mixing. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidate will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Itirele Mushe Jonathan Tsatsi received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Olaumni Inolia Fatoba. Nolukhanyo Mukwena.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Julia Baloy. Ndibunuswani Matseketseke. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mudihei Irene Matsoso, diploma obtained with distinction. Robotile Ramatabate Tobela.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Ntati Diego Makine. Relebogile Moelelwa Mashangwane. Mbali Priscilla Mhlape. Monique Helen Murphy. Munchetsi Ndaba. Zamanje Nozipho Nkosi. Motlatsi Cynthia Rakau. Reotshepile Kopano Siko. Tempi Yvonne Skosana. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a national diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Ndokoso Surprise Lukeleni. Bontle Primrose Makole. Adam Rampatsing Munyani. Ponzo Priscilla Rapo. Nomazizi Nomaswasi Beverly Sontis Yazi.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nonjabulo Pritim Tembu received diploma in the College of Accounting Sciences.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to believe that the graduates deserve a thunderous round of applause. Congratulations to all of you. You have done well. And because you have done well, you really, really deserve all the commendations and praises this evening. And you deserve them because you successfully completed your studies in an internationally renowned university, the University of South Africa. And I'm not just falling in love with statements when I say the University of South Africa is internationally renowned. Our international standing is actually confirmed by many other international establishments, and amongst them, there are the ranking bodies which rank universities according to the standards and the level of performance that they instill. And these include establishments or entities like Webometrics and the Shanghai University Rankings. These entities, they place your university, the university that you have just received a certificate from, amongst the top 10 universities in this country. And at Unisa, we are very solid and proud about what we do. We are committed to high standards without any compromise. And one of the measures which identifies the level of performance of a university would be to look at the credentials of the academic staff. At Unisa, over 61% of the academic staff, and here we're talking about 1,810 individuals who are academic staff. Over 61% of them have doctoral degrees and they are specialists in their various fields. And we compare very well with universities like University of Pretoria. They are around 68%. 68% of academics. We compare, in fact, we are ahead of some of the universities. When I mention them, you'll think that now I'm actually now marketing wrongly. But these are universities that are renowned in the country, but we are ahead of them. By so saying, is to say to you, you must walk tall and be proud about the qualification that you possess. But here is something that I want to foreground as I extend a message of congratulations to you. Remember the adage that says, if a hammer is the only tool you know, you will treat everything that you come across in life as a nail. And unfortunately enough, life presents a myriad of things, not only nails. But if in your life, the only tool you know is a hammer, you tend to treat everything that you come across as a nail. You come across glass because you know that a hammer is a tool designed for a nail. You will smash the glass. As I foreground my imploration and message of commendations to you, I want to say to you, it is important that you deepen your knowledge. Understand that in life there is a need for multi-tools, not only one tool. You must deepen your knowledge. And I heard Ntate Modise very well when he was delivering the Chancellor's address, when he said, you must continue studying, continue to be attached to the university. He was actually imploring you to embrace the notion of lifelong learning. Now that you have graduated, let this graduation not signal a stop in your life, but rather let it encourage you to want to know more and more and more. Equip yourself with a myriad of tools, for the problems of life cannot be solved with one tool. Our country is in dire need of people with specialist knowledge. You must deepen yourself and immerse yourself in knowledge so that you become a specialist in your field. That's very important. Well done to you. Please know that you are counted amongst the 40,000 students, Unisa students, who will graduate during this autumn graduation ceremony. But as we congratulate you and lavish you with commendations, I cannot resist the temptation to remind you that you have just received your diploma or your degree certificate on the eve of an important day in our country, the 27th of April, a day in which, as a country, we celebrate our freedom. But more so, it is a day that marks the attainment of 3 decades of democracy. Of course, a moment such as this compels us as South African citizens to self-introspect and reflect on our performance as a nation in the past 30 years of our democracy. Arguably, there are some advancements and improvements that happened during the 30-year period. And I just want to momentarily reflect on some of these advancements. And I will limit myself to education because that is the field of my interest. To start off with, in this 30 years of democracy, it is evident that more people are able to access education at whatever level, be it primary, secondary, and tertiary, than it was the case before. That is quite evident. The stats firmly demonstrates that. So, for our government to describe quintile 1 to quintile 3 schools as no fee paying schools, that in itself opened the doors wider for anybody, even those people who come from the margins, the economic margins of our societies, to access education. That is a commendable achievement on the part of our government, because now people can get educated regardless of their background. Another improvement is that it is actually evident that even the number of people who attain matric, that is grade 12, has improved. If you look at the Department of Higher Education and Training's fact sheets, they release what they call fact sheets periodically. Now, if you check the fact sheet of June 2022 and March 2023, it will indicate that the number of people in the South African population with matric improved from 25.4% in 2010, which was the case in 2010, to 33% last year. That improvement is noticeable. However, the figure is still lamentable. To have only 33% in our country having matric is still a big worry. The government is making efforts, but the improvements are somewhat negligible. If you look at tertiary education, like it is the case with you, by implementing the National Student Financial Aid Scheme, NSFAS, the government enabled many people to access tertiary education. Currently, in our university this year, and the registrars can confirm, Dr. Lukubu as well as Professor Mohashwa are here, they can confirm that 175,000 students of the 370,000 students we have in our university are supported by NSFAS. That is a wonderful and a phenomenal move from the part of our government. However, here is a worry. When you go to postgraduate level, South Africans do not feature. Look at this ceremony. We do not have anyone with a master's degree. We only have one doctoral candidate. That is a big problem. In my introductory remarks, I deliberately said, if you only know a hammer as a tool, if you don't deepen yourself in knowledge and acquire specialist skills, you will treat everything as a nail. If you have received a diploma, make a concerted effort that you do not stop at that stage. It is not a moment of I have arrived. It is a moment of continuing. Register for your bachelor's degree. If you have received a bachelor's degree, that is not a moment of I have arrived. You need to immerse yourself deeper in knowledge. Acquire your honors degree. If you have received your honors degree, work towards obtaining a master's degree so that you start specializing. And once you obtain your master's degree, work towards obtaining your doctoral degree. That's very important. Do not stop in your moment of success. Let this moment of success that you are experiencing propel you much more forwardly. We have a serious challenge. The government is trying all that it can, but it is up to you, the individual. The reports indicate that currently only 77.7% of South African adults have a degree. 7.7% out of the entire population of 61 million. And this would be about 1.8 million people with degrees. That situation is grave because when you compare this figure with those of countries that are leading economically and otherwise, they hover around 25 to 35% of their population having degrees. So we still have a long way as a country. Yes, we are on the right trajectory, but we must pull up our socks. The situation is graver, much more lamentable when you consider what happens at doctoral degree level. Only 0.2% of South Africans have doctoral degrees. That is a serious concern. And it is for me and you to undo this ugly reality. countries that are doing well have a significant cohort of their population having doctoral degrees. Now, a doctoral degree is typically a degree that is possessed by people who are experts and researchers in their field. These are people who provide new solutions to the contexts that we come across and challenges that we come across in life. And we want to implore each and every one of you that your goal should be to obtain a doctoral degree like our doctor here. May you stand up so that they can appreciate you more. Many, many thanks for your determination to reach this end. A doctoral degree is the pinnacle degree. It is the apex degree that can be offered by any university globally. And for you to have summited this level as you have done, it demonstrates rare qualities that you possess. My imploration to you is continue still immersing yourself in knowledge, and also make it a point that you become the right influencer, picking up those who are coming after you. Many, many congratulations to you, and congratulations to the rest of you. I will not ask you to stand up. I will not ask you to stand up because you're still wearing black gowns. Ladies and gentlemen, now that you have graduated, you are a Unisa alumnus. You can register to become a member of the Unisa convocation, and would want to encourage you to do that. Be close to our university. If there is a need for you to study further with us, please do so. But then there are services that need capacity in our university. For those who have senior degrees like our dearest doctor, we invite you to be close to the university. You can become an academic associate, playing your trade in whatever research area that you deem fit. We need those skills within our university. But also, we would want to implore you to assist those students who need financial assistance in the event you are able to do so. If you go to our website, www.unisa.ac.za, you will get the details about Unisa Student Bursary Fund. And it is because this university accommodates students from the extreme margins of our economic societies. And those students need to be assisted. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 25 of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.